Clothes we wear. We wear clothes to cover our body, protect ourselves from the changing weather conditions, and to look good. Early humans used to cover themselves with animal skin, fur and barks and leaves of trees. Gradually, they learned to make cloth by weaving and knitting. We can also call cloth as textile or fabric. Some examples of fabrics are cotton, silk, jute and rayon. Weaving. Weaving is a method in which two distinct sets of threads are interlocked to form a cloth. Weaving can be done on hand loom, which is operated manually, or power loom, which runs on electricity. Knitting. Knitting is done by hand or on knitting machines. It can be done using one or more threads. T-shirts, tracksuits, sweaters, shawls and many other things are knitted. At home, we use knitting needles to knit things like sweaters, mufflers and gloves by hand. Coloring the cloth. Once the cloth is ready, it is dyed by soaking it in colored solution. We can also dye the yarn before knitting it. Dyes are made from chemicals, vegetables or flowers. Making patterns. Once the cloth is dyed, different designs and patterns are made on it. Let's know about some ways of making designs and patterns on fabrics. Tie and dye. Tie and dye is mainly practiced in Rajasthan and is also called bandhani. It is done by tying up areas of cloth very tightly with thread so that the dye does not reach them. The rest of the cloth is then dyed and dried. Then, the tied up area is opened to get patterns. Block printing. Block printing is done with wooden blocks that have engraved patterns on them. The blocks are dipped into the paint and pressed onto the cloth to make designs. Kalamkari. Kalamkari is a method of painting designs on cloth using a special pen or kalam. Bihar is famous for its kalamkari work. Embroidery. Embroidery is done using needle and thread. Threads of different colors are used to create patterns on cloth. Different clothes. We wear clothes according to the climate of the region and our customs and traditions. In very hot places, people prefer to wear light cotton clothes, while in cold places people wear woolens to keep warm. People in different states of Bharat usually wear different types of clothes. For example, in Punjab most women wear salwar kameez and men wear lungi kurta. Nowadays, most men all over Bharat wear shirts and trousers, and women wear saris, salwar kameez, trousers, jeans and skirts. Bharat has a rich tradition of wearing unstitched cloth. People wear it in different ways. Sari. A sari is a long, unstitched cloth worn by women. In different parts of Bharat, women wear a sari in different ways. Dupatta. A dupatta is an unstitched cloth. It is much shorter than a sari and is also called chunni, odhni or chunri. It is worn by women in different styles. Some women cover their head with it while some women cover their face with it. In Assam, women wear a long cloth called mekhla, wrapped around the waist. It is worn with a blouse and a chador. Turban. A turban is a cloth worn over the head by men. This headgear is worn in different styles in different parts of our country. Dhoti. A dhoti is a long, unstitched cloth worn by men. It is similar to lungi worn in Punjab and other parts of Bharat, and mundu worn in Kerala. Shawl. A shawl is another unstitched piece of cloth worn by men and women to keep warm in winter. The shawl taken by men is called lohi. Let's recall. Number 1, we wear clothes to cover our body, protect ourselves from the changing weather conditions, and to look good. Number 2, fabric can be made by weaving and knitting. Number 3, once the fabric is ready, it is dyed. Number 4, the kind of clothes we wear depends on the climate of the region and our customs and traditions. Number 5, sari, dupatta, turban, dhoti and shawl are some unstitched clothes people wear.